One of the things that Voice has done for me and for my congregation is enable us to really feel like we're part of something larger.
During the pandemic, Voice has been this incredible source of hope.
And I love it that it's interfaith and that we're all part of it. We're all included, we're all welcomed.
Our Prophet Muhammad has a saying that none of you shall believe if they go to sleep full while their neighbor sleeps hungry.
One of our great sages, Hillel the Elder, taught, "Do not separate yourself from your community." Voice is one of the ways that we can follow that teaching.
It brings my faith together with my experience. So to me, a lot of the work that we do with Voice is faith in action.
Voice knows how to win. Voice knows how to win enough that it can tell a group of people that have been so used to talking about high-minded ideals, but used to losing against organized power, that they can say, but what if we organized and won?
Governor Ralph Northam and local lawmakers are helping people get back behind the wheel and back to work.
The road being cleared by a new state law. It lets drivers get their license back if it was just suspended because of unpaid court costs.
One of the ways that we've been able to help people take care of their families and themselves is working with the governor and General Assembly to allow 627,000 individuals to regain their driver's licenses. That impacts communities, that impacts families, that impacts opportunities.
In just one day, 26,000 people have already taken advantage of getting their driving privileges back.
It affects people of lower socioeconomic status, and it's a wrong that we all needed to right.
Another huge win was the Public Defender's Office in Prince William County.
We were the only mega court system and only large county that did not have a public defender's office.
Okay, I'm surprised you already have one.
So are we.
Yeah.
And we were able to make that change where the governor and the legislators voted to bring about criminal justice equity. That's changing the lives for untold thousands of people and their families. The Washington Post and the new chief public defender said this office only exists because Voice worked with the people.
Back with a news story at 5, a housing crisis within a health crisis.
Virginia has 5 of the top 10 highest evicting cities in the country. There are several decades of recurring patterns of housing instability that affect Black people and African American communities the hardest.
When hundreds of thousands of families across Virginia faced eviction because they did not know how they were going to pay their rent, Voice really sprung into action.
Having seen and heard the stories of so many who have been evicted and to see their lives out on the sidewalks is unacceptable.
As principal of a low-income school, I am so very grateful to Voice. They are the one organization that came through for our families as they faced eviction.
Voice has meant a lifeline for a lot of the families that I serve as a teacher.
We've helped save families from eviction and then helped them use their stories to bring about real change.
I love going to school. I have been in the dean's list for the last 3 semesters.
A lot of the people working or who have the power to help us don't understand how scary it can be to be in a position where you're like, oh, I can be on the street next week.
They took my story, the story of possibly being evicted, and showed me how I could use my story by talking to the governor, break one of the links in the chain of systemic racism in Virginia, and extend this rent moratorium.
Virginia is now on the cusp of becoming one of only a handful of states that have a moratorium that is more comprehensive than what the Center for Disease Control recommends. This was far from assured just a little while ago because we faced one of the most powerful entities in the state of Virginia in the landlord lobby.
Voice makes an impact for real people in real time to make real difference. And that's what your generous giving will allow.
I have found that every dollar that goes to organizing through Voice is real change in people's lives.
And it's grassroots organizing at its very best.
I'm a proud member of Voice I give to Voice monthly.
I have been working with Voice for 12 years. I believe in the work we do. I donate some of my own money to Voice. Please join me and support our work. Thank you.